Welcome to the final game of the 2015 Women's Paradise Jam here from the University of the Virgin Islands. Meet tonight's starting lineups for the finale. The 12th game and the third day here in the final game of the Reef Division for Pittsburgh. A guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, is Asia Budd, back with 5 3-pointers last night for the Panthers in a victory. A second guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Dakar, Senegal, is Yassine Diop. A forward, a 6-foot freshman from Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, Callisto Walters. A guard and a forward, a 6-foot freshman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is Brenna Wise. And a sophomore forward, 6'2", from Cleveland, Ohio, is Stacia Carey for Pittsburgh. And for Maryland tonight, the starting lineup we've seen throughout this Paradise Jam. A forward, a 6'2" freshman from Meridian, Connecticut, it's Kaya Gillespie. North Carolina, it's Kiera Leslie. A senior, a 5'9" guard from Cincinnati, Ohio, Chloe Pavlik. A guard, a 5'11" junior from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, is Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. We'll also see a center, a 6'3" junior from Havre de Grace, Maryland. That is Brianna Jones. Pittsburgh into tonight off a 67-58 victory over Old Dominion last night here. And Maryland in looking for a Reef Division title in off a 62-55 victory over South Dakota State last night. Maryland in its red, trimmed in the gold and the white. Pittsburgh in its blue, trimmed in the traditional gold for the Pitt Panthers. Underway with Walker-Kimbrough, drives it in on Jop, shot short, and Jop away with the first rebound of the night for Pittsburgh. This could be an athletic contest, and last night Maryland ran into a similar, more deliberate style with South Dakota State. South Dakota State put a pretty good scare into the number 6 team in the country. Had a lead twice in the fourth period, and Maryland able to pull away and eke out that victory. Quote from Brenda Fries, the head coach for Maryland. In her 14th season with the Terps, was that type of game is going to make this team better, especially early in the season. The coach for Pittsburgh is Susie McConnell-Serio in her 3rd season and her 9th overall as a head coach. She came over from Duquesne also in Pittsburgh. McConnell-Serio, one of the best female players in the state of Pennsylvania in her time in high school as well as college. Here we go, still scoreless. And Jop can't convert there for Pittsburgh. Rebound off and running for Walker-Kimbrough. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough kicks it off to the right side. Shot away there. Gillespie can't connect. Gillespie gets her own loose ball rebound, drives it right down the center lane. Shot off the back of the rim, won't go. Good rebound in traffic there for Jones. Missed the first. Got the rebound, knocked in the second. Brianna Jones gives Maryland a 2-point lead. Jones' first points of the night. Jones into this game, averaging 14 points a game. Maryland back with it. Walker-Kimbrough has it stolen by Brenna Wise. Wise had a great game last night, hustling up some possessions for Pittsburgh. Over for Jop from Bug. And Pittsburgh's tied it in the early going. Walker-Kimbrough inside for Jones. The layup goes 4 straight for Brianna Jones. Josie, 6'3" guard. Forward center, excuse me. out of Harvard Grace, Maryland. Pittsburgh gaining confidence with each possession here in this Paradise Jam. Panthers, one of the youngest team in the country. Of the 12 players on the roster, 9 are freshmen or sophomores, no seniors. And the freshman and sophomore classes have combined to contribute majority of the team's production, 85.3% of the offense, 85.4% of the rebounding. Shot up and in there for Maryland. For Jones one more time. And Pittsburgh back to it with Wise up top. Kick it off to the right side for Asia Bug. Bug with 5 3-pointers last night. Bug going to come in, a turnover here. His job couldn't catch up with it. It is a backcourt violation. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough will inbound. Leaves it up top for Chloe Pavlik. Pavlik off to the left side for Kiara Leslie. Pavlik Cole, just a senior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Maryland was a Final Four team last year. Picked as a favorite to win the Big Ten this year. Number 6 in the country. Starting the week. Ball goes inside. Kiara Leslie runs into a double team. It's called a held ball, and the ball goes back to the Pittsburgh Panthers. (6-2) the early Maryland lead. Asia Bug controls for Pittsburgh. Stacia Carey off the feed from Jop, and Carey drops in a 3. Stacia Carey delivers an early 3, and Pittsburgh within 1. Stacia Carey is 5 of 9 now from three-point range for the season. Top of the key for Kiara Leslie. Pulls up at the right elbow. Left a shot short. The rebound off for Yassine Jop. Jop had a good night last night as well. Turnovers. They can't connect with Bug. And Shatoria Walker-Kimbrough lays it in. Space for Maryland. After the first 2 from Walker-Kimbrough. Ball goes in for Bug. Beats the defense. Coming in on Jones. Kick it over and misconnected there with Walters. Christian Confroy into the game for Maryland. It's Kiara Leslie will gain a rest. Confroy starts today, making her 6th appearance, averaging 7 points a ball game. Ball goes inside for Brianna Jones. Pittsburgh's going to have to do something about that as Jones has 8 of the 10 points for Maryland early. Do not want to let Maryland gain momentum. Pittsburgh, the more it can hang around, the more confidence it will build. Here's Wise inside. Scoop shot from the left side, well off the mark. The rebound chipped out for Firmer. Off and running for Pavlik. 3 from the left wing is up and good. Kaya Gillespie knocks it home. Largest lead for Maryland. Gillespie last night had 2 points, so already exceeded that total here tonight. Brittany Gordon holds for Pittsburgh into the corner for Brenna Wise. Ball to the block. Good reverse there for Stacia Carey. Shot up and in. Carey with 5 early for the Panthers. Confroy going to travel as she set up for 3 in front of Wise, and that brings up a timeout here with Maryland leading 13-7 in the Reef division of the Paradise Jam.
10 and up. rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Mike Spelt's back at the Paradise Jam. Maryland, 3 of its last 3 is a 13-7 lead over the Pittsburgh Panthers here in the first. You've seen Jop holds for Pittsburgh. Frederick Potvin has entered the game for the Panthers. Potvin wearing number 14, a 5'11 junior from Montreal, Canada. Here's a good run in for Stacia Carey. Got cut off there on the block. Alina Howard in to provide the defense there. Way up there for Brene Mosley. Mosley in at that whistle. First 2 in the night. She's 1-1 from the floor. Ball into the corner. Brittany Gordon handles there for Pittsburgh. Works on Walker Kimbrough. Tries to feed it inside. Walker Kimbrough tipped it. Brianna Fraser also with a hand on it for Maryland. Aja Bug returns to replace Brittany Gordon for Pittsburgh. You've seen Jop will inbound. the All-Island team here for 2015. Jones knocked in her 10th point of the night for Maryland. Baseline for Walters. 15 to shoot, turned it over. She tried to get it up top for Wise. Good interception there for Furman for Maryland. Stutter step for Walker Kimbrough. Got to the left elbow and lightly knocked it through the bottom of the net. Soft touch there for Walker Kimbrough. Largest lead for Maryland. Kawhi Bradley hands it back for Asia Bug. One-on-one there with Chloe Pavlik. Bug gonna drive it. Floater left side, way too strong. Furman off of the rebound for Maryland. They'll hand it back for Chloe Pavlik. Pavlik in space. Right wing for Walker Kimbrough. Can't get the shot to go from 2. Furman back out. Spinning is Kaya Gillespie. That shot won't go. And Bradley away with the rebound for Pittsburgh. Potvin holds on the right wing. Dumping into the block. Wise goes in strong against Brianna Jones. Didn't win the battle. Jones comes up with the loose ball after the miss. Kaya Gillespie turns on Potvin. Shot up and in. Kaya Gillespie with 5 tonight on 2 of 6 from the floor. Asia Bug, the freshman, works against Pavlik, the senior. For Frederick Potvin, up top for Brenna Wise. Wise one-on-one with Furman. Pass to the wing, intercepted by Walker Kimbrough. On the run, got fouled underneath the basket by Kawhi Bradley. It'll be Bradley's first foul on the first 4 on the Panthers here in the second period. Shatori Walker Kimbrough to the free throw line here for Maryland. Walker Kimbrough with 4 points tonight. Knocks in her first free throw. Walker Kimbrough, the leading scorer for Maryland coming into today with 18.8 points and 7 rebounds. 19 assists in 5 games. Shoots 81% from the free throw line. 2 rebounds already tonight. And give her 6 points as she knocks in her second free throw. Asia Bug in for Pittsburgh. Corner and driving for Stacia Carey. Reverse from the right side, no good. Brianna Jones away with a Maryland rebound. Whistle as Pavlik got it into the offensive end. Call a hold there against Pittsburgh. Second foul for Pittsburgh here in the second period. The first foul for Destiny Gibbs, who's in for the first time. Ball to the block, and Jones try to move around Carey. Carey with a hip check. Will draw the foul. Stacia Carey, a 6'2 sophomore from Cleveland. It's her first foul, third now for the Panthers. Maryland as a team shoots 74% from the floor. Jones going to catch it on Carey, turn around and knock it home. Brianna Jones with 12 now tonight. 6 of 8 from the floor. Been easy going in there for the most part for Jones. Carey holds off for Asia Bug. Bug pulls up in front of Pavlik. Shot off the right side, no good. Rebound down for Kiara Leslie, and on the run for the Terps. Kaya Gillespie back up for Kiara Leslie. Corner for Pavlik in front of Bug. Pull up from 12 and a turnaround for Kaya Gillespie, and a beauty. 7 points tonight for Gillespie. Maryland suddenly out to a 20-point lead, shooting 61% from the floor. Ball up off the rim. Walker Kimbrough away with a quick rebound, sprinting into the offensive end. Ball leaves it up top for Leslie. Tipped around. Walker Kimbrough recovers and then knocks it off her foot and out of bounds, and Pittsburgh will have it back. It's the 8th turnover for Maryland. Pittsburgh's turned it over 6 times, 10 points off so far for the Terps. Pittsburgh with 7 points off the Maryland turnovers and looking for more here. This is Destiny Gibbs. Check that, make it Brittany Gordon. Ball to the block for Jop, and she'll be tied up down there. Kiara Leslie got to the floor there for Maryland. 16 to shoot for the Panthers as they inbound with Yassine Jop. Pittsburgh ended the first period down 8. There's a turnaround there for Asia Bug for Pittsburgh. Quickly up with Mosley. Brene Mosley handles for Maryland. Already seen the Maryland depth on display here. And quality depth at that. Ball inside. Tipped away and stolen by Stacia Carey for Pittsburgh. Brittany Gordon back in. Gordon works. Room center lane. Dump it to the block. Destiny Gibbs had it blocked and stolen on the run as Kiara Leslie got underneath the basket. Jop was there for Pittsburgh and a foul. 4th foul for Pittsburgh here. And the first against Yassine Jop. You heard the reaction from the crowd. Kiara Leslie took the contact. Leslie to her feet, teammates over to check on her. And Leslie going to be shown to the Maryland bench. Officials tonight, Dee Cantor, Fatu Cisco Stevens, and Christy Mosley. Walters in for Pittsburgh, Gibbs out. Confoy checked in for Maryland. For Leslie. Mosley in for Gillespie, drops it to the block. Had it blocked down there partially by Stacia Carey. Jop took the offensive foul for Pittsburgh. So a nice turnaround there defensively for the Panthers. Melina Howard back in for Maryland. And Furman will come in as well for the Terps. It's Chloe Pavlik out. It's Brene Mosley, Melina Howard, Furman, Brianna Frazier, and Confoy for the Terps. Baseline drive for Bug, turns to the block. Gets it over for Yassine Jop, lost it in traffic. Furman away with it. Mosley quickly up the court, works her way through traffic. Off for Furman, pull up from the right elbow, extended, floats in. Tierney Furman with her first 2. $11 have hit the floor so far for Maryland in a travel here against Pittsburgh. Gives it back to the Terps. Terps lead it by 20 here in the final game of the Paradise Jam. Back in the 2015 Paradise Jam, Mike Schmaltz with you. On the final of 12 games in the third day, Maryland in control with a 20-point lead over the Pittsburgh Panthers, and Confoy looking for more, couldn't get that to fall. Ball chased out by Brenna Wise, couldn't get there in time. And Mosley will inbound for Maryland. New shot clock for the Terps. Carey knocks it out. Pittsburgh stays aggressive defensively. Rebounds a huge 26 advantage in favor of the Terps. Ball stolen by Asia Bug, up for Yassine Job. Job darts inside and lays it home. Fourth for Job of the night on a good breakaway and good teamwork there from her Asia Bug. Mosley into the post for Howard, out for Furman, the shot long. Rebound off with Carey, up for Bug. Wise gonna take it in, left it short. Confoy out with a rebound. Up for Brene Mosley, foul line. Has it knocked away by Bug. Into the block, Brianna Frazier turns. Walters had a block, and then the ball was picked up on the baseline by Melina Howard. She stepped on the end line, and Pittsburgh will have it back. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough back in, along with Pavlik and Brianna Jones for Maryland. They play with Furman and Kaya Gillespie. Here's Bug. Working on Pavlik. Wise in front of Furman. Carey hands over for Yassine Jop. Jop in front of Kaya Gillespie. 6 to shoot here for Pittsburgh. Walters pulls up at the right elbow. Good look at it. Left it short. Brianna Jones down with a rebound. Jones with 5 boards, 12 points here in our first half. Walker-Kimbrough fires across for Gillespie. Into the corner for Pavlik. Jones is posted up. Great defense there by Calista Walters, and Pittsburgh comes away with a turnover. Walters giving up some size to Brianna Jones. Won the battle that time. Here's Bug driving. Dump it to the right block. Layup good for Calista Walters. And a timeout here for Brenda Fries and the Terps. 33-17 Maryland. Back here at the Women's Paradise Jam, Maryland with a commanding lead and the basketball. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough on the left wing, up for Leslie. Guarded there by Asia Bug. Kiara Leslie inside for Gillespie, up top for Walker-Kimbrough. Gillespie going to pull up from the right elbow. It's no good. The rebound off with Carey. And Pittsburgh leave it up for Asia Bug. Bug crossover, got to the baseline, cut off there by Pavlik. Carry in, corner for Jop. Wise reverses, back for Bug. Pavlik right there with 12 to shoot for Pittsburgh. Walters inside the three-point line, can't get it to go from 12. Carey had a shot at the rebound, they got knocked to the floor. Pavlik's away with it. Walker-Kimbrough, a great look at a three and left it short. Rebound down for Brenna Wise in Pittsburgh. Good rally there for the Panthers. Dump it to the left block for Walters on a good feed from Carey. The shot didn't go, and a foul coming against Maryland. Maryland now 0 for its last 4. 2 turnovers in the last 3:19. 6 turnovers in the last 5:03. And the scoring drought at 3:19 for the Terps. Yet, still a 33-17 lead for the number 6 team in the country. Here's Walters from the line. Heaves it up there and it falls through. Walters' first free throw of the night, 7 points for the ball game. Walters, the leading scorer for Pittsburgh with 13 points a game. She's 75% at the stripe. Walters bangs into second. Pavlik in for Maryland. Walker Kimbrough out at the right point. Leslie Holmes in front of Brenna Wise. Walker Kimbrough doesn't take the screen from Gillespie. Pavlik turned it over. Walters up with it for Pittsburgh in the black. Off and running with Bug. Corner for Wise. Drives it into traffic again. Takes contact. And Wise ordered a trip on the free throw line. Brenna Wise been quite impressive here in this Paradise Jam. Wise averaging 9 points and 7 rebounds, but she's been hustling here for Pittsburgh. She makes her 6th start of the season here tonight for Susie McConnell-Serio, averaging 25 points. From the line, though, just 58%, but Wise is showing some grit here. Diving on the floor after basketball, saving balls inbounds to her teammates. And right there, you saw an example of it as she drove the block into a much taller Maryland lineup and earned the foul and a trip to the line. Point for Pittsburgh. Lead down to 13 for the Terps. Inside for Brianna Jones into the corner. Pavlik will launch a 3. That one is an air ball. The rebound collected by Melina Howard. Up for Mosley. Reverse for Pavlik. Corner for Walker Kimbrough. Good catch for Howard. Pavlik off for Mosley. Right wing for Pavlik with 4 on a shot clock. Pavlik to her. Lost her feet on the floor, and guess who was in front of her providing the defense? Yep, Brenna Wise. Wise, a 6-foot freshman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. On par to have a strong career here with the Panthers. 45.2 seconds to go here in the second period. Shot clock at 26 as Bug crosses midcourt in front of Walker Kimbrough. .16 to shoot for Bug. Wise driving it again, dump it to the block. Shots up and in there. Missed it for Walters. Ball trickled off. Jop came up with a rebound. How did it not go in for Callista Walters? Jop collects the rebound, picks up the second foul from Brianna Jones. And the 4th now in the second period for Maryland. Furman will come in. That's a savvy move by Brenda Fries to not have Jones pick up the 3rd foul here before the half. And Yaseen Jop will cycle it in for Bug. 18-second shot clock off. Bug works on Mosley, 6 seconds. Bug, good crossover, has room, shots up and in as time expires here in the first. Great job by Asia Bug to earn 2 points before the buzzer. 33-22 Maryland at the break. Back at the 2015 Women's Paradise Jam final game, the 12th in the third day, final game of the Reef division. Maryland leads Pittsburgh by 11 as we start our third period. Could be worse for Pittsburgh. Maryland ended that first half with 8 turnovers and 6:53 as he shot up and in for Brianna Jones to lead it off for Maryland. Jones continues a big night with 14 points now for the Terps. Maryland was 0 for the last 5 to end the first half. Didn't score in the last 5:09, and Pitt ended that half on a 9-0 run at 4:30. Pittsburgh been hanging around despite shooting 31%. 15 Maryland turnovers have turned into 16 points for the Panthers, and that's been a difference maker for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh turns it over for just the 9th time. Ball to the other end, and a shot there from Kaya Gillespie is tied up. Held ball comes back to the Panthers. Yassine Diop on the attack for Pittsburgh. Leaves it up top for Carey. Into the corner for the gritty Brenna Wise. Back up top for Asia Brugg. Gives it the bigger Gillespie. Fade away at the elbow, no good. And the rebound off with Kiera Leslie. Shatori Walker Kimbrough gets called for traveling. It's a third time tonight. Walker Kimbrough's had one waved off. And Brenda Fries been quite patient with her Terrapins tonight, now off the bench. And encouraging Maryland, the number 6 team in the country here, against one of the youngest teams in the country in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh with 85% of its offense and rebounding is coming from freshmen and sophomores here in the early going. No seniors on this roster. Here's Yassine Diop into the blocks. Got cut off there. And a whistle coming against Maryland. Kiera Leslie ticketed for her second foul, her first here in the third period. Maryland's largest lead in this game was 20 with 6:53 to go in the second. Offering short there for Stacia Carey in Pittsburgh, and off and running with the rebound is Kaya Gillespie. Up for Pavlik and off for Kiera Leslie on the wing. Leslie can't control there in front of Diop. Saves it, leaves it up for Gillespie. Pavlik will charge the baseline. There's Wise again in the passing lane and forcing another turnover for Maryland. Maryland's 17th. Yassine Diop operates for Pittsburgh. Carey had her pass picked off by Pavlik. Back for Leslie. Steal here for Diop. Defense continues for both teams as Diop races up the court. Foul in the open court coming against Maryland. That one will go against Chloe Pavlik, her first. Second for the Terps here in the third period. So Pittsburgh with an opportunity. With Maryland now 3 turnovers in the last 3:06. You can go back to 11 turnovers now in the last 8 minutes for the Terps tonight. Turnover there for Diop. Almost got the loose ball in the air. Kick it to the corner, and a shot up and good there for Callista Walters. Pavlik charges back on the baseline. Had a block there by Walters. Strong defensive effort tonight here for Pittsburgh. Panthers start just 1 of 4 from the floor here in the second half. Maryland is 1 of 2. Maryland shooting 50% from the floor. Pittsburgh at 30. Inbound to the block, and Jones will drive in another one. Jones has been tough to handle for the Panthers in the block. 16 points now on 8 of 10 shooting. For Maryland's Brianna Jones, a 6'3 junior. Inside, Diop with a good turnaround, knocked it in. Kiera Leslie went flying by. Diop stopped on a dime and knocked it home. Single-digit lead now for Maryland. Jones again will drive it into the block. Wise tried to block it from behind, and a foul coming against Pittsburgh. I'm going to call that one against Callista Walters and put Jones at the free throw line. Be Jones' first free throw attempt. She's the leading scorer in the game with the 16 points. Jones for the season is a 78% free throw shooter and connects on the first. Tierney Furman back in for Maryland as Kira Leslie gains a rest. Jones with the second. Good. Asia Bug brings it up for the Panthers. Yassine Jop in front of Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. Wise off the dish. Up and good. Brenna Wise knocks it in. Wise's third point of the night, first field goal. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough operates in front of Asia Bug. Gets a screen there from Jones. Walker-Kimbrough with a contact on Jop, gains some room. Pavlik to the corner for Furman. Back up for Pavlik, free throw line. Dump it to the block for Gillespie, and they call a held ball. Scrappy defense down there by Callisto Walters with 9 on the shot clock now for Maryland. Pittsburgh giving itself a chance here with defense. Walker-Kimbrough in, leaves it up for Kai Gillespie, 7 to shoot. Gillespie comes in, has it tipped away on the floor by Stacia Carey. Up for Brenna Wise, and Wise fouled in the open court by Pavlik. 3 fouls now for Maryland here in the third period. Second to Chloe Pavlik, the senior from Cincinnati. Pittsburgh will inbound. Yassine Jop adjusting the uniform. Asia Bug ready to receive. High-low the call from Susie McConnell-Serio on the Pittsburgh bench. Jop throws it inside. Walters has nowhere to go. Back for Jop. Corner. 3 away for Bug. Had 5 threes last night. Can't connect there. Walker-Kimbrough off and racing with a rebound for Maryland. Taking it coast to coast. And again, ball knocked out of bounds. Callisto Walters with a clean strip of Walker-Kimbrough in the air. Pittsburgh gaining confidence with every defensive play here. Jones on the inbound, turned again and rolled to the block. Jones with 20. Been too much to handle down there for Pittsburgh. Asia Bug in space. Up top, long three from Carey rattles out. Furman down with a Maryland rebound. Outlet for Pavlik. Pavlik for Walker-Kimbrough, throws it in off Jop and out. Maryland keeps it. Heads up play there for Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. 5'11" junior guard from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. 24 to shoot for Maryland as they set to inbound. Gillespie inside for Jones, another turnaround. This one's short. Jones has her own rebound, backs it out of traffic. New shot clock. Gillespie won't use it. 3-pointer long. Walker-Kimbrough touches. Somehow, they say it's off Pittsburgh. Dee Kantner, the veteran official, will come over and conference with Fatu Cisco Stevens. Call will stand. Walker-Kimbrough, of course, agrees. Maryland maintains possession. Pavlik controls up top. Good crossover. Room at the foul line. Off for Furman. Pavlik drives from the corner. Floater short. Jones with a rebound. Up top for Gillespie. 3 is away. Good. Kaya Gillespie knocks down a 3-er second of the night. 10 points. She's the second Maryland scorer in double figures. Asia Bug up top. Off for Wise in front of Gillespie. Jump it to the block. Stacia Carey couldn't control. Steal there for Brianna Wise. Up for Chloe Pavlik. Furman pulls up. Shot no good from 12. Rebound and a whistle. Walker-Kimbrough goes sailing by Jop. Brings up a timeout with Maryland leading 44-28. Final game of the Paradise Jam here in the Virgin Islands. Mike Schmaltz back with you at the Women's Paradise Jam final game of the Reef Division, final game of the 2015 event. 12 games in 3 days. Allen Division won earlier this afternoon by the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. They raced through their half 3-0. Maryland trying to do the same. Healthy lead here on Pittsburgh, but Maryland keeping Pittsburgh in the game. 19 turnovers for the Terps, 18 points off for Pittsburgh, and almost another. Pittsburgh turns it over. Quick outlet from Gillespie to Walker Kimbrough. That shot up and in. And Maryland's starting to turn up the defensive pressure. Drive to the baseline for Walters. And that shot short. Foul coming against Maryland. That's the third foul on Brianna Jones. Jones, the leading scorer in the game with 20 points, 9 of 12 from the floor. She has 8 rebounds and 9 up a double-double with 3 minutes left here in the third and 10 minutes more to play in the fourth. Jop will come out for Pittsburgh and gain a well-earned rest as Destiny Gibbs returns. Jones comes out for the Terps. Kaya Gillespie back in. Pavlik also out. Furman back in for Maryland. Renee Mosley also to the floor in that last exchange. So Mosley controls the point. Walker Kimbrough in front of Bug. Skip pass back for Mosley in traffic. Leaves it off. Driving is Melina Howard. Howard will turn it over. Call for the travel. Aja Brugg brings Pittsburgh back. Destiny Gibbs holds in front of Mosley. Gibbs inside the three-point line in front of a much taller Tierney Furman. Kawhi Bradley dribbles. Cut off there by Mosley. Back for Gibbs. Up for Buck. 8 seconds to shoot for Pittsburgh. Stacia Carey in traffic. Working on Melina Howard. Can't get it away. No connection with the rim, and Pittsburgh gives it back to Maryland. 13 Pittsburgh turnover. 14 points off so far for Maryland. Maryland turned it over 20 times so far here in the ballgame. Maryland entered tonight +5 in turnovers, averaging 15 a game. So credit Susie McConnell-Serio's Pittsburgh Panthers for a strong defensive effort here against the number 6 team in the country. Corner three for Walker Kimbrough is good. Walker Kimbrough into double digits. First 3 of the night, 11 points. 4 of 7 from the floor overall for Walker Kimbrough. Ball to the corner. Kawhi Bradley had it. The whistle was Bradley passed it center. And Melina Howard called for the foul away from the basketball. Melina Howard in her at 6'4". Kaya Gillespie in her at 6 foot. And Tierney Furman in at 6'2". It's a lot for Pittsburgh to deal with. Tallest Panther on the block is Stacia Carey at 6'2". Then it's Wise at 6 foot, along with Walters at 6 foot. Walters connects on a free throw. Walters has 2 rebounds, 12 points on the night. Pittsburgh with just 13 boards. There's a jump ball here as Howard collects the miss and is tied up. Ball will stay with Pittsburgh with the arrow. Maryland with a huge rebounding advantage. 33-14. Bug for 3. He had 5 last night. Still can't connect for 3 tonight. Good rebound and put back on the left side for Stacia Carey for Pittsburgh. There's some progress in the post for the Panthers. Fearman holds. Mosley in front of Buck. Gillespie cycles to the corner. Furman up and good. 51-32. Maryland shooting 50% here in the second half. Largest lead was 20 at 6:53. And it's 19 right now. Brenna Wise holds for Pittsburgh. 14 to shoot. Up top for Kawhi Bradley. To the block for Brenna Wise into a double team. Gillespie steals it easily. Mosley, Walker Kimbrough tries a dart pass inside. Ball collected on the floor by Howard. Kicks it out for Furman. Ball good in from 15 for Tierney Furman. Largest lead for Maryland. Carey. Kawhi Bradley. He's a bug in front of Mosley. Free throw line for Stacia. Carey drives into traffic. Shot won't fall. Foul coming against Maryland. Sixth foul for the Terps here in the third. First foul for Tierney Furman. Furman 6'2", senior, out of Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Stacia Carey at the free throw line. Can't connect. Carey tonight is 0 for 2 from the stripe. With 7 points, all hard fought inside. Carey connects on the second. Walker Kimbrough with a big smile for Brene Mosley. As they come in, third period winding down, and Maryland with a commanding 20-point lead. Walker Kimbrough from the baseline. Shots up and good for 15, and Walker Kimbrough now with 13 on the night, 5 of 8 from the floor. 5 rebounds as well. Wise tries to drive around. Gillespie lost her footing. Travel gives it right back to the Terrapins. But a Wise will come out. Frederick Potvin in. Ball inbounded for Mosley. Shot clock is off. Mosley let it roll in the midcourt. Mosley drives inside. Kick to the corner for Walker Kimbrough. Good steal there for Kawhi Bradley at the buzzer. Sends one off the backboard, and Maryland takes a commanding 55-33 lead into the fourth here at the Paradise Jam. Back at the 2015 Women's Paradise Jam, Maryland with its largest lead as we start the fourth period over the young Pittsburgh Panthers. Mosley controls on the first possession and up top for Gillespie. Ball to the baseline for Brianna Jones and back out for Brene Mosley. The pull-up center lane, soft off the back of the iron. Rebound is tipped around. Another catch there for Jones and a foul coming against Pittsburgh in the block. Kawhi Bradley picks up her second, first for Pittsburgh here in the fourth. And Jones to the free throw line. 2 of 2 there tonight, 20 points. Leading scorer in the game. Maryland shooting 56% here in the second half. Pittsburgh is 40%. That's up from the first half performance, but still 33% for the game. Rebounding at 34-15 in favor of Maryland. Jones misses 2. Rebound off with Stacia Carey and the Panthers. Asia Bug in. Kawhi Bradley on the wing. Fronted there by Kai Gillespie. Up for Frederick Potvin. Back for Bradley. Looking for room. 10 to shoot here for Pittsburgh. Up top for Stacia Carey. Jop washes a 3. She's got it. You've seen Jop's first 3 of the night. 9 points now. Second leading scorer for Pittsburgh behind Walters, who has 12. Furman on the wing in front of Bug. Mosley holds in front of Jop. Cross-court pass for Walker. Kimbrough. Shot won't fall. Gillespie's rebound. Put back from 10 on the baseline. No good. Rebound for Stacia Carey and the Panthers. Potvin, transition 3. Catches the right side of the rim. Doesn't fall. Ball out of bounds and back to Maryland. Maryland in search of its first division win here at the Paradise Jam. South Carolina won the men's Paradise Jam this year. That was on Monday night. Rutgers already an Island Division win, and Maryland in great shape to take the Reef Division now with 8.5 minutes remaining in our final game. Ball inside for Jones. It was kicked out off Jones, and Pittsburgh has it back. 22 turnovers now for Maryland. Jones plays with 3 fouls here for Maryland. That's the only player in foul trouble. Jop looking for a second straight 3. Cans it. Jop now with 12. Furman overshoots the block. Brianna Frazier couldn't come up with it. Pittsburgh trying to climb back into this. 2 straight threes by Yassine Jop. Corner. Jop tried again. Tries to throw it inside. Jones kicks it out. 18 to shoot for Pittsburgh as it sets to inbound. Confroy back in. Tierney Furman leaves for Maryland. Kawhi Bradley will inbound for the Panthers. Up for Stacia Carey. Back for Brittany Gordon. 1-on-1 with Confroy. 3 from the left wing for Bug is good. 3 straight threes for Pittsburgh. 2 from Jop, 1 from Bug. And Pittsburgh within 13 now, and a foul on the floor as Brene Mosley traversed the right side of the lane. Be the first foul to Asia Bug for Pittsburgh. Pavlik will come back in. Mosley leaves for Maryland. Pavlik out of Cincinnati and Sycamore High School, a steadying force at the point. Brene Mosley, a more dynamic scorer for the Terps. Walker Kimbrough jumps it to the block. Brianna Frazier had it intercepted as she tried to pass to the corner. Asia Bug up at the steal. Leave it up for Kawhi Bradley. Bradley out in front of Brianna Frazier. Frazier getting some good minutes. She's a freshman, 6'3", out of Brooklyn, New York, for the Terps tonight. Gordon eyes up Walker Kimbrough. Here's Carey driving it in. Carey had it blocked by Brianna Jones. Gordon will inbound. Gets it in for Jop. Jop has 6 of the 9. Playing with her points, tried a 3 there. That one well off the mark. Brianna Frazier away with it. Back for Pavlik. Ball to the free throw line. Frazier puts it up. They're going to call a foul against Pittsburgh. Asia Bug ticketed for her second, third for the Panthers here in the fourth. It's Maryland 6:27 away from going 3-0 here in this stretch in the Virgin Islands. Maryland would stay perfect on the season at 6-0. Came into this tournament averaging 100 points a game, and now it's down to 92, and most of that due to a strong effort last night from this South Dakota State Jackrabbits. South Dakota State gave Maryland a couple scares last night. Maryland won 62-55. It was Maryland's lowest scoring total of the season. Pittsburgh on pace to give Maryland its second lowest total. Bug controls, 20 to shoot. Stacia Carey off for Jop. Good drive to the right block and a layup in. Pittsburgh hanging around. Pavlik charges in, off for Shatori Walker Kimbrough. Ball inside, tipped away nicely by Walters, up for Bug. Up to the right block, Walters trying to finish, had it blocked by Jones, and Walker Kimbrough had some help on the backside as well. Back out for Pavlik, off for Confroy, corner, Pavlik, 3 away, well long. Rebound out and running for Bug. Trying to beat Confroy to the right block, Bug knocks it in off the glass. Timeout here for Maryland and Brenda Freeze. 57-46 Maryland. Pittsburgh charging back in the fourth at the Paradise Jam. Six rebounds.
She played really well yesterday, too.
2 threes. Get off me. Maryland back to it here in the fourth period. Final game of the Women's Paradise Jam. Walker Kimbrough crosses over for Pavlik. Corner for Furman for 3. It's out the front of the rim. Howard, and a rebound. Went back up and was fouled. Howard at the free throw line. Knocks it in. It's Howard's first point of the night. Second one from the left-hander is true. Pittsburgh back to it. Up top for Jop, up to the right wing for Bug. Jop works on Pavlik, top of the key, Carey. Gordon to the corner, 3 away for Bug, it won't fall. Carey tips it back, Walters collects. Back for Bug, launches another 3, that's short. Furman away with a Maryland rebound. Pavlik running, gets it in on Jop and a block. Yashin Jop brings up a timeout on the floor with the block. 59-46 Maryland in the fourth at the Paradise Jam. Back at the 2015 Women's Paradise Jam, Maryland in control, 59-46, but Pittsburgh continuing to chip away. Still has 4 minutes remaining to try to make one more run with the number 6 rated Maryland Terrapins. Walker Kimbrough drives the block. Caught with a body. Ball back to Pittsburgh. Jop holds in front of Melina Howard. Carey. 12-footer for Walters won't fall. Walker Kimbrough away with a rebound. Pavlik. Howard. Furman. 3 rattles out. Brittany Gordon brings it in for Pittsburgh. Up top for Jop. Jop had it tipped away as she drove to the left block. Yacine Jop, a sophomore from Dakar, Senegal, in at 5'10", makes some nice strides here in the 3 days in the Virgin Islands. Pittsburgh continues to gain confidence. Walker Kimbrough knocks it out. And Pittsburgh will reset. Brittany Gordon attempting to inbound. 20 seconds to shoot for the Panthers. Bug a hold met by Walker Kimbrough. Jop on Furman, tried to dump it in for Walters. The pass was too long, and say Maryland touched it last. Decanter on the baseline makes the call, veteran official. Brittany Gordon with 14 to shoot. Jop again in traffic. Kicks it off left side. Walters tried to power it up. Jones had nothing to do with that. Came up with the loose ball and off for Walker Kimbrough. Pavlik up top in front of Gordon. Into the corner, Walker Kimbrough knocks it in for three. Smooth shooting motion for Walker Kimbrough. She plants her second three of the night, 16 points now. Pittsburgh 0 for its last 4. Carey trying to change that, can't come up with it. Make it 0 for 5 now for Pittsburgh and 1 of the last 7. Corner, Kimbrough going to launch another 3. Can't hit 2 in a row, but the rebound now with Melina Howard and a whistle coming against the Panthers. Time slipping away here for Pittsburgh late in the Paradise Jam. Twelfth game in 3 days here. A lot of fun working with this Basketball Travelers crew. Been here for most of the month and a lot of time spent before that to set up this event. Fun destination event early in the season. Great for the fans here locally as well. Well supported here on St. Thomas. Bug into the offensive end. Wise holds. Carey back for Wise on the wing. 10-footer away for Bug. Knocks it home. Timeout here for Susie McConnell-Serio. Maryland leads at 64-48 in the final game of the Women's Paradise Jam. Final game of the Women's Paradise Jam. Maryland in command 64-48 over the Pittsburgh Panthers. Stick around on this following the conclusion of the game. We will have the announcement of the champion, of course, and a trophy presentation along with the Reef Division all-tournament team. I think Walker Kimbrough, pretty good chance to make that team for Maryland. Ball inside for Brianna Jones. She's another good selection. Missed the first, missed the second. Put back good there for Melina Howard and the Terrapins. Asia Bug off for Wise. Stacia Carey cycles to the left wing for Jop. Wise inside the three-point line. Connects with the front of the rim. Can't get it to fall. Rebound off with Jones, who's registered a double-double here. 20 points. 14 rebounds. Ball to the block. Jones looking for more. Can't get that to fall. Rebound comes down for Pittsburgh and Stacia Carey. Final 2 minutes here. Wise will drive it in. Called the foul against Maryland. 2 shots for the gutsy Brenna Wise. Called the foul against Melina Howard, her second. Just the first for Maryland here in the fourth. Wise can't connect on the free throw. Pittsburgh, 1 of its last 7, 2 of its last 9, and a little stronger shooting performance here in the second half. They would have been closer. Did a good job defensively on Maryland, forcing 26 turnovers and gaining 24 points off. That made up for a huge rebounding deficit. It was 48-22 in favor of the Terps as Wise connects on the second for her 5th point, first free throw of the night. Melina Howard at midcourt. Leaves it off for Pavlik. Walker Kimbrough going to be called for the foul. Interesting call there as you see Jop came out to get around the screen being set by Howard. Made contact with the hip on Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, and Walker-Kimbrough saw the whistle go against Maryland. That was actually the third foul against Melina Howard. Shot short there by Pittsburgh and a rebound off for Kaya Gillespie. Again, our trophy presentation and the all-tournament team announcement coming up here for the Reef division. Gillespie sends one up for Maryland, no good. Howard with a rebound. 27 to shoot as Maryland can chew up time here. Throw it in for Howard. She'll turn around and knock it in from the right block. Good feed there from Gillespie. A congratulatory hand slap as Howard comes back into the zone from Gillespie. Ball driven in. Stolen by Pavlik on Stacia Carey. Final 30 seconds. 1 second differential between the game and shot clocks. Gillespie, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, and Jones can't make the layup, gets her own rebound, puts that up and in. Jones with 22 points tonight. 13 rebounds. And a double-double for Jones leads Maryland to a 70-49 victory here in the final game of the Reef division of this 2015 Paradise Jam. Concludes the festivities here on the court, and we will stay with you for the trophy presentation and the announcement of the all-tournament team. Maryland tonight shoots 45.9% from the floor and 36% from three to take out Pittsburgh 70-49. Jones with the double-double, 22 and 14. Walker-Kimbrough with 16 points, 6 rebounds for Maryland. 3 in double figures for Pittsburgh. Bug with 11 on 5 of 13 from the floor. Jop with 14 on 6 of 11 from the floor and 2 of 2 from three-point range. And Walters with 12 points on 4 of 11 as Pittsburgh shot 34.5%. Enjoy tonight's trophy presentation.
First of all, I get your attention, please. I want to thank the people of the Virgin Islands that came here tonight in incredible rain and you supporting this event. I'm not sure I would have come here tonight, but you came here to see another great basketball game here. So I want to commend and thank you. I also want to reach out to Jen Ashby, who's sitting over here, who needs to stand up and wave because she puts this whole thing together all year round. So those are my shout outs. So presenting tonight to the Reef division.
One more shout out also, River to Pittsburgh for an excellent play game throughout the tournament. We have an excellent team. Ladies and gentlemen, you should be proud of your coaches, what they did last year, turning that program around. It's a program on the rise. It's really great stuff. So it should be exciting watching your team play. Presenting this year's trophy to the University of Maryland and the Paradise Jam, the U.S. Marines. Let's give a round of applause. The trophy that they're getting is a replica of a steel pan band. And it's symbolic throughout all the islands. During this event, we had a steel band playing for us at the Marriott alongside the pool at a poolside party. And they're taking us on to this year's U.S. Virgin Islands Reef Division champion. Let's give a round of applause to the University of Maryland. In 1 minute, we'll begin the All-Star Award presentation. One more time, let's give it around to the University of Maryland. And let's begin. Sheldon Primrose, our outstanding director of media and entertainment, will announce our all-tournament team.
All right, we'd like to announce our all-tournament team for the Reef division. From SDSU, Perry Young. From SDSU, Macy Miller. From Pittsburgh, Asia Bott. And we're going to lead from Maryland, Satori Walker Pembroke. And our MVP of the Reef division from Maryland, Brianna Jones.
So Brianna Jones, the MVP of the Reef division, on behalf of Basketball Travelers, the organizers of the Paradise Jam. Thanks for joining us throughout here at ParadiseJam.com for the men's and women's competition. Congratulations to the men's champion, South Carolina, the Island division for the women, Rutgers, and the Reef division champion won here tonight by Maryland. Thanks for joining us throughout the Paradise Jam. We will see you next year at ParadiseJam.com.